Following segment on KROC AM is sponsored by the Gwaltney Group of RE/MAX Results. And Robin Gwaltney is in the studio with me this morning. Good morning, Robin.
Good morning.
Another great weekend.
Another great weekend.
Weather was perfect. People were out looking at homes.
What a weekend for open houses.
Last week when you were on, there was a home that you couldn't really talk about because it hadn't been officially listed.
Correct.
Yet, is that correct?
Correct.
But then you had it listed, and you had an open house, and
it was crazy. It hit the market.
Like long lines waiting to see this place.
Yeah, we actually put it on the market at around 5 p.m. Friday, hoping that it wouldn't be sold before the open house on Saturday. Okay? And so the listing requests started rolling in. We had 17 requests for showing between Saturday and Sunday. And then we had it open Saturday morning from 9:30 until 12:30. We had 50 people walk through. I took pictures of the shoes because the shoes were all in the foyer, all out the sidewalk, I was like, oh my goodness. It was crazy. The warm weather, I'm sure, played a part, but it's that price point. You know, it was this adorable little walkout ranch with 4 bedrooms and 3 baths, and it's been done up. You know, it had a cute kitchen and cute living room. I mean, it was really, you know, it's been very staged, nicely painted, carpet, decorated, darling, had nice big deck, huge flat yard, fenced in, listed at $199. By the end of the day, Saturday, we had 7 offers. Almost every one of them was more than the asking price. The sellers, let me just tell you, are very thrilled.
I could imagine.
Yeah, sold sign is up.
Yeah.
It was quick.
Wow. And less than a week on the market.
Oh my gosh, by the time we got the offers, it was less than 24 hours. And by the time they signed and hung the sold sign, it was less than 48 hours.
I'm getting to think that you can't help but sell homes right now.
It's crazy. And, you know, the truth is people think, oh, they're selling so quickly, I could just skip the realtor and put a for sale by owner sign in the yard.
Well,
and, you know, maybe I could save myself some money.
Yeah.
Well, that might happen, or they might lose themselves some money, because the truth is when we are in this market, if you have an experienced realtor that can guide you and help you understand what your house is worth, how to price it so that we can get the maximum, because pricing it right where it's worth or maybe even a little below is going to create multiple offers. And then once you get those multiple offers, if you're a homeowner, well, good luck deciphering which one you should go with. I think it's the expertise of the realtor. You know, my joke is always when I have a toothache, I could probably take a pliers and reach in there and pull that tooth out.
No problem.
I think instead I'll go to the dentist.
Yeah, okay, maybe there's a little problem.
I think I'll go to the dentist. Yeah. And I hope that sellers understand the importance and value that we as realtors bring to them, and especially in this market. So I say, if you're thinking about selling, people, get an experienced, licensed realtor, get that house on the market, get it staged right, get it priced right, and get it sold for maximum dollars, because it is the season. And
set up a meeting or two ahead of time just to get your home ready, get some suggestions.
Exactly.
What you might be able to do.
Exactly.
That doesn't break your bank, that might increase
the
value
and you know,
of
it
your
doesn't
home.
even, it's small things like we've talked about before. And it's mostly just neat and clean and desirable looking, so that when people walk in, they can imagine themselves living there, you know?
Yeah. You also had mentioned before we went on the air that in this market, you know, when you get a lot of offers like that, and somebody might offer, say, $150,000 for a home that might be valued at $150,000, somebody else might come in and want that home bad enough that they're going to put down an offer for, say, $190,000.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen $50,000 over the asking price.
But that's not necessarily the one you want to take.
Definitely not, because if that's an offer that is dependent on a loan, well, guess what? There's that factor of having to appraise, right? The bank's not just going to say, oh, you want the house, you want to pay $190, here's the loan. Of course not. The bank's going to send an appraiser out, and that appraiser is going to do a fair evaluation. Now, that appraiser has to look at other houses that are similar to say, what have they sold for? And when I say similar, I mean age of the house, so year built, number of bedrooms, number of bathrooms, square footage. The appraiser doesn't necessarily care that yours is cuter than the others, okay? So the bottom line is that they have to have concrete evidence to be able to appraise that house. So if you get greedy and accept an offer that by no means is going to appraise, you're pretty certain going to be disappointed. Yeah. Or at the point that the appraisal comes in, you're renegotiating, and maybe one of the other offers that you passed up was actually higher than what you're going to end up with. So you don't want to get greedy.
And then all of a sudden your home is on the market for a month instead of a couple of days.
It's not as hot of a commodity.
Yeah, and people say, why has it been on the market this
long? In this market, what's on the market for 30 days?
Something's wrong here. Let's go on to the next home.
You're learning a lot about real estate, Rich.
Got a second profession here.
I was going to say, you might be getting a different job.
If somebody needs to get a hold of you at the Gwaltney Group, how do they do that, Robin?
Certainly call my cell phone. I'm always available. I always answer it, unless, of course, I'm with another client, and then I'm quick to call you back. But my cell phone number is 507-259-4926.
Or go to the website,
which is gwaltneygroup.com.
All right. You're going to call in next week from Las Vegas.
I am. I'm going to be at the RE/MAX convention. Looking forward to it. Yeah. Can't say I'm looking forward to the warm weather because I don't think it's going to be any warmer there than it is right now here.
It might be.
Okay, I looked yesterday. It was like 57. I'm like, okay, pretty close.
Guess we're in the right spot.
Exactly.
Maybe they should move it here.
Nah.
All right. We'll talk to you next week.
All right.
Robin
Thank
Gwaltney
you.
with the Gwaltney Group of RE/MAX Results.